Tyrael here, and we have been warring constantly. Over in Lunar Rising, we normally war maybe once a week, if that, but ever since the update, we have been warring every single day. And we were actually warring a little bit before then as well. But I think with this new update, we're going to be warring a lot more often because it's the best way, and I don't really know if there's any other way to earn good clan experience. And it's been working pretty well for us. Now this base right here that I'm using, I would not recommend it, and you're going to see at the end why I do not recommend it. It's one that I was fiddling around with. It does have good premise. There's a good premise behind this base, but it needs a lot of tweaking before it is worthy to be put in here. I just haven't changed it yet. I've tested it a couple times. Been 2-star, it's also 1, but really I don't recommend it. I do not recommend using this base until I tweak it some and make it work. There is really only one major problem that I find with this base. Only one problem there. Now, he's taken out a lot at the top. I'm not sure why this player has not dropped a minion up top. That's a good maybe 5% up at the top. 4 buildings is probably about 5%. So he could be taking 5% with 1 minion right now. He has 9 left. He is out of troops because he forgot to deploy 2 of his Lavahounds. I'm not sure how you forget, like, 60 troops, but he eventually did and had to deploy 2 Lavahounds and nothing else at the end besides that balloon that was in his clan castle. And that is probably what messed up his attack. He did not deploy his cover when all the rest of his troops were down. Now watch what these minions do. These minions are why I do not like this base currently. Well, I like it because I designed it, but I do not recommend using it. Because look at what these minions are doing. Really, he could do this with 2 minions, not with 4. And he could probably put 1 up top instead of down here. And maybe even get the 50%. But watch what's happening. Look how much percentage these minions are taking. And this isn't the first time it's happened. This guy knew to do this because the guy who attacked me before him and lost. So that guy lost. The guy who attacked me before him did the same exact thing. And look at this. He took so much percentage. He took like 10% or more than that from the very bottom of my base. He could have done it with 2 minions. Now, at this point, I'm just sort of waiting for him to deploy the minion up top and you at least go for the 50%. But instead, he goes for over here. Maybe he missed that there were 4 free buildings up at the top of my base. I don't know about that. But I went ahead and I attacked, and I was using Goleem during this clan war. It didn't go so great because I'm a little bit rusty with Goleem. I've been doing it a lot recently to try and get better with it, get back into the swing of things. I used to do a lot with Goleem, and I used to do really well with Goleem, but I just haven't been doing it recently. I took too long to break the wall on the right side, and now my golems are clumped up, completely screwed up my attack. And right here, I have to get my heroes in, but my wall breakers do not want to cooperate. So I have to go and jump. I have to waste a jump spell right there. A lightning spell did take out a lot. Freeze spell purely for the Inferno Tower. It's not going to freeze that balloon. You can't freeze a balloon. They just float up there giving you the finger because you can't freeze air troops. Just remember that. A lot of people forget, and I forget sometimes, that you can't freeze air troops. I have this 1 wizard, and that 1 wizard was enough to take out the town hall. That is 1 heroic wizard right there. But my king is dead. My queen had to use her ability. I'm only at 42%. I did save some wizards and archers in the pocket, but that doesn't mean that I'm going to get 50%. Especially when the queen goes for the highest health building and dies. Seriously. You could have picked anything else, but you picked the one with a ton of health. Luckily, there's 1 free building, but I need 4%. How am I going to get 4%? When there's nothing that's free to take? It's going to be a little bit tough, but what I have to do is I have to deploy everything at once just so I distract the archer tower, allowing me to take out more buildings. 50%'s down. I got 1 wizard, 1 archer. I don't really have anything else to do with them. May as well deploy them just around and eventually not get any more percentage. That kind of sucked, but I got the 50%. That was a terrible attack, but I got the 50%. Speaking of terrible attacks, I'm just kidding, love baby. I'm kidding. It's not a the greatest attack, but, I mean, everyone has their off days. Love Baby's gonna go with the Go Wiz. Now, when I did the Go Wiz attacks, I found that it's not that bad. I mean, there's some people who don't do so well with it, which is why I originally dismissed it before using it myself. But, honestly, the Go Wiz attack, I still maintain that it is a good alternative for Go Wee Wee. You don't totally get the coverage that you get from the skeleton minions, but it takes less time to build, takes less dark elixir to build, so it's overall a good option if you're not gonna use Go Wee Wee. If you want to use Go Wee Wee but just can't take the time, use the Go Wiz. It still works, but you're gonna need at least 3 golems, maybe 4. 4 golems is probably your best bet, which then again makes it an hour and a half, which is a while. It's almost as long as a full Go Wee Wee takes. I don't know, my Go Wee Wee takes almost 2 hours to make. Maybe an hour 40 for a Go Wee Wee. So this is still a better option. King has been locked on and King is gone before the free spell even drops. Now, I used to have this problem myself, so I can't judge too harshly. I used to be really bad with my free spell timings. Even now, I'm not the best, but I am pretty good. That is not the best free spell. What you wanted to do, if you're going to freeze that Expo, would be to freeze the Archer Queen and that Tesla and those skeletons all at once. That's what you want to do with it. But even then, it probably wouldn't have been enough. That Archer Queen just got swarmed by skeletons, and there's just too much. You don't want to be freezing things when they're barely in range of you and you're only freezing one thing. Freeze spell needs to hit at least 3 targets, or else it's a waste of a freeze spell. You can do so much more with it, as so long as you freeze just 3 buildings. It's not that hard. Now, you can freeze 2 buildings if you absolutely have to. I do that sometimes. I did that in my raid. But if you have to, that's when you do it. You want to freeze 3. Vlad is going in with 5 golems and 2 jump spells. A little bit strange army composition. But you know what? If it didn't work out, I wouldn't be showing it, would I? And he can jump all the way to Town Hall. The problem with this, the Town Hall is really close. So once you get the Town Hall, you're probably only going to be at about 30%. And you have to go from there through level 10 walls to take out everything. That's a little bit tough. And his troops will not be going deeper in, which is not necessarily a bad thing. But then when they swing back around, you get a king stuck on a level 10 wall, and that king is now gone for the rest of the whole entire fight. He's gone. He is dead before he can even break the wall. Can he break the wall? Nope. Couldn't even break the wall. And now the queen is stuck on the wall, and all of the golems are over there in the wrong, really, really wrong area. They're doing nothing for that queen except distract that one archer tower. And that is enough to save the queen to take out this whole area. The queen's going to take out this whole area. She's going to get one more building, 46%, and because he brought minions, I got to recommend this now, actually. Bring a couple minions, maybe not 4, but bring at least 2 minions for every ground attack you have. And that way you can almost definitely get more percentage. Because there's always going to be some area, there's always going to be some little area where there's just a cannon covering the whole area. Or just a down expo, but you can't be sure about that right now, or for the last month or so. But if you bring those minions, you will very likely get much more percentage than you would otherwise. And you can take out entire areas with 1 minion if there's just a cannon there. Now, he's really just going for the percentage. There's not much more for him to do. It's just percentage at this point. And there's 1 last building to take out. No, 2 last buildings to take out. No, 1? Okay. Yeah, he didn't quite have enough to take out that 1 building right there. But the lab is enough to get him to 60%. Which isn't bad for a base like this, especially when you come in and hit the Town Hall immediately. I guess this was sort of an anti-hog base, but we don't really use hogs, so it's not really going to help them. Like, they had sort of anti-hog bases. We don't use hogs. We use Go Wee Wee, Go Wipe, and Lavahound. That is what we use in Lunar Rising. So if you ever go up against us, you really don't have to defend against hogs. You can put your Town Hall in the center and move your clan castle farther out. It's actually going to help you. Now, right here with this Lavahound, watch as all the minions go in the wrong direction. Not all of them, but most of them. And there won't really be enough to take out the Town Hall, will there? Nope. It's because of that Inferno Tower getting out just at the last second. That multi-target Inferno right before it died brought a bunch of minions to low health. I don't think it killed any, but it brought a ton to way, way low health, and they got taken out by that archer tower. Just one-shotted each of them. Wall breakers, gonna break that wall because you gotta get the heroes in. Weaken the wall. Heroes will go for the weakened wall. He did not have to drop all of his wall breakers right there, so he could save 2, but they got blown up anyways, so it didn't really help him. Now, as soon as the balloon drops a single bomb, the Archer Queen's gonna retarget. But look how much health that balloon took out. Imagine if that was 4 balloons. That would have one-shot the Barbarian King. Actually, I think it might take 5 balloons to one-shot a Barbarian King. I'm not 100% sure. I gotta do the math. But I'm pretty sure it takes 4, and definitely know that at most it takes 5 balloons to take out a Barbarian King level 40 in one shot. That is insane. I don't know. Single clan castle attacking once to take down an entire hero? It's a bit much. But we still need balloon level 7 in my opinion. And the queen is just going to take some more percentage. There's really nothing else to do. There's no way that a single queen can take out all of this base. So he's just letting it run to see what percentage he can get. Now this war was pretty good for us. I don't know, I guess we slightly outmatched them by a little bit. We did get paired with them, so we can't outmatch them too much overall. There might be some things it took into account that weren't really relevant, that didn't help them. So they just got paired with a stronger clan than they should have, because it takes into account the level of all your troops, even things you don't use, your heroes, even if they're upgrading, I think, or does it take into account the heroes that are upgrading? Let me know, but we won this war, 48 to 32, and our total experience, 180 out of 180, we leveled up to clan level 2. I heard it takes an absurdly long amount of time to get to the max level clan, like over a year of constant warring. That might be a bit much, I don't know, but I really want to unlock more clan perks. I want to unlock new clan badges, so I'm ready for this constant warring just purely because I want to level up the clan. And we're going to be warring a lot, and you're going to see that on stream because guess what? I am almost 100% well, and that means I can stream again. So, thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Tyrael, out.